Now. I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I'm crazy. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Calling a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Red on red. Take right open.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Don't know no better. When I got rich, bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Lion. Hey, go.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Hunter, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Drill, 52. Ready. Set.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 2.
Black. Hey, go Beers.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Come on, set.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Young to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Now he can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Here is Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. A rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here we go.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, talking to him and the coach. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, chill.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Young going to give to Brooks. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's a give to Bigsby. And they'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Lawrence will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 13. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Here we go. All right, go.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Back.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Go ultra. Blue check. Check. Ready?
Now Young. That one complete to again. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Same price. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Got a man, that's Hunter. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. What a first half. He is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. This is caught by McMillan. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On play action, Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Logan Crooks to kick off for the Jaguars.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, it just seemed to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, they grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now, these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that way. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Eric Armstead in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
First down and they're on 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence.
That is caught by Hunter. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
23. Go.
Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Bigsby will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stick.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
51-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. There's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yep.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 91 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing, Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond.
turnover on downs. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches.
60 red.
To throw, Young. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yellow, 22.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On the carry, Bigsby.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Big 13 heavy. Hey,
and the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
And sometimes that bet says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
53. Drop it. 6. Ready?
Young will set to throw. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the left side is Doug McMillan. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, Young. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
39-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Read it 24. Read it 24. Leave it 24.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. He's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey.
That will carry for Allen. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Horn. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to
5, 6, 5, 6, 7.